Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising of General and Love for 17 and a half day. I hope you all have plans and are going to be with a special someone. If this does not resonate to you, this reading, remember this is a generic reading for thousands of people. Check out your moon and your rising sign, or even your Venus sign, if need be, to get either the whole picture of what it is that's coming to you in February, or one of those resonate more towards you, depending on where it falls for you. Because remember, this is generic. So what we have the first week is to the sea and to be fair. Basically, what it is as you start off February, within the first week, you might have left February kind of like at odds with somebody. I'm sort of picking up like little disputes, little disagreements on something. It could even be about the politics right now, or religion. People aren't seeing eye to eye. You're not seeing eye to eye with people. You're a little worked up. And what they're saying is you really need to go with the flow with other people. You need to be a little bit more understanding. You need to not get so worked up. Whatever this disagreement is, or this squabbling is, this big disagreement for some, you need to kind of let it go. You can't be arguing. You need to be understanding. And usually Virgo is fairly understanding. You're very intelligent sign, and very well informed. The problem is that even if you're trying to state what it is, people aren't hearing you. And I did a post today on personal page that on Facebook that said not everybody's going to be in synchronicity with what it is that you have to say, so they're not going to hear you. So not to stress over it, okay? It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. It's not worth, blood pressure going up. It's not worth the anxiety. What it is you're saying, you got to kind of go with the flow and understand not everybody's going to agree with you right now, okay? And you also have to be fair within judgment. Don't necessarily be judging other people for their opinions, although I know lately it's been kind of difficult for a lot of people. But we need to understand we need to be grounded and balanced, and that's what they're asking you to do the first week in February, is to stay grounded and balanced, okay? And keep a positive energy and make a decision. Make a decision, whether it be about work, whether it be about people within your life, who or what is not resonating to you anymore. Who is not serving a higher purpose for your life being, peaceful and calm and stuff like that. You might have to make a decision, just like, I'm just not going to voice my opinion for a while until things settle down because people aren't hearing me. It's stuff like that. But you need to remain positive, whether you're being affected by what's going on in the United States right now or different parts of the world. The tension is high, whether it be with your job, whether it be with a relationship. It's very important to understand that you need to remain positive, because the more positive energy that you put out there, the more positive energy is going to come back to you, and it will radiate out towards other people. Okay, so it's time to make a decision. Do you want to be right, or do you want and fair to other people and trying to be understanding, or do you just want to squabble with other people? It's really important. Okay, so we have the second week of February, and we're talking about being flexible and mending fences, basically. So being flexible with other people, being flexible with plans. I'm hearing that some of you are going to have a difficult time maybe connecting with somebody you want to connect with, maybe meeting up. Things might be delayed a little bit. This is week, so there might be a change in plans, but try to be flexible, okay, and understanding. Be flexible. One person might have to work, the other one might not. There might be some distance between the two of you, but like I said, be flexible, which you guys usually are when it comes to stuff like that. And also, it's a week of mending fences from the first week, okay, or even the last past several weeks of mending fences with people who you really do care about, people who you love, people who mean something to you. Okay, it's very important to start mending those fences, because the one thing we don't want is, for people to be upset. We don't want to carry that burden on our shoulders. So it's very important. If you need to, consult somebody who's like, an expertise on this, or, talk to somebody who you can trust, somebody who's neutral, who's not involved in the situation, and help them even to help you to mend the fences. It's about trust, okay? And about caring. And again, watching your thoughts, okay? Think about what it is that you desire, not what you fear or what it is that you don't like. Again, remaining positive. Whatever you put out there is going to come back to you, and it's going to manifest in your environment. So, and it's like a trickling effect, So it's really important, again, to gather yourself together and, write down, if you want, those things that you want positive to happen in your life. What is it that you want to manifest? And keep it there so your thoughts are always positive. Okay? And in the third week, we're going to talk about imagine, and these are falling on me, and I apologize. Imagine and be the observer. So imagine what it is that you want within your life. Imagine how you want that job. Imagine how you want, your relationships to be within your life, those that are close to you, those that you care about and that you love. Imagine how you want, if you go into business for yourself or you want to start that business, how is it you want it to be? And then be the observer. Observe other people. Observe how other people are acting. Observe those who you want your life to be like, those who have a business that you want to start. What is it that, is drawing you to them, or something about their business? With a relationship, observe. And, is the person who you have your eye on, or who's coming into your life, or who you're with, are they the right one for you? And this is what they want you to do, is all aspects of your life, whatever it is that's concerning you, be the observer, not the talker, but observe. People watch the words, watch what they're saying, hear what they're saying, watch what they're doing. Are they all talk and not action? Talk is cheap. I've been saying that a lot for the past couple of weeks. Talk is cheap. It's the actions that you need to see. Okay? So again, a helpful person is going to step in and they're going to help you out. Okay? Think of somebody who you might want to initiate contact with, or somebody who, you could think about that might be good in helping you with this, sorting out your thoughts and what it is that you want. And again, this came up with Scorpio too, manifesting through music. Not sappy, sad songs, but the good songs, the upbeat songs, the classical music, meditation music, anything that, will either inspire you or get your vibrational energy up higher. Music is great for doing that, and it's perfect for putting out your thoughts of what it is that you want. And you need to be explicit and distinct with what it is that you want, right down to the details. Okay? And last week of February, we're talking about the fates in new life. Yes, there's going to be some major changes happening for you, Virgo. And this could be that you're starting your new business. It could be that you are going to get into a new relationship. It could be that a relationship that you're already in is going to move up to a higher level. This is fated, whatever it is. A new job, that new business, a new vehicle. A lot of people, are getting their taxes back. Maybe it's a new home, a relocation. Either way, what's going to happen throughout the month and the last week specifically in February, starting into March, is a new beginning, a new life, and it's fated. It's written in the stars, and this is a good thing for you because there's a lot of synchronicity. And they're also talking about self-employment. Very good for self-employment to start that and releasing that fear and going ahead and taking that step to make it all happen. The time is right, whether it be two for the relationship. There's two dolphins. Dolphins mean love, means synchronicity. You have the crystals, the light beaming down on them. This is a good sign. Definitely a good sign. So then we talk about those who are, for love and romance. We talk about divine guidance. Follow your instincts, okay? Listen to your heart. It's so important. So many people are stuck in their heads as to whether or not they want to get involved in a relationship with a person. You might be thinking about them for a long time, but your head is saying, oh, no, that won't work, or this won't work, or, I don't know, we're a little bit different, but God, I can't stop thinking about them. And, so ask for divine guidance. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. It will not steer you wrong with this. A lot of people have the fears from past relationships. It's time to step out of the comfort zone is what they're saying. Listen to the divine guidance. There's a birth of a new relationship or the birth of expanding a relationship. For those of you who are already in committed relationships, this could also mean the birth of a child that you're going to become pregnant, or your partner is going to become pregnant. For those of you who are single, who are not committed, and you're out having a little bit of fun, make sure you have protection. Don't leave it up to the other person. Leave it up to you, to be responsible, because otherwise there could be a pregnancy in the future. And this is what I'm hearing, okay? But could also be the birth of a new relationship or the birth of expanding one with lots of abundance. And again, a tantric union, and that came up with Scorpio also. So when we talk about abundance, abundance isn't always financial. Abundance can be love and happiness and joy. It could be materialistic. It could be the blessings that come within your life. Abundance could be that other partner who comes in your life and, you just feel like you are just so rich with emotion and all your needs are being met with this person emotionally and physically. Okay? And when we talk about the Tantric Union, we're talking about a union, which, like I said, it came up with Scorpio also. When we talk about this, we're talking about the meeting of two people who are totally within synchronicity of mind, body, and spirit. And it's the type of relationship that is highly blessed by the angels, by spirit, by God. It is the joining of two people who it's fated, okay, like the cards of last week. It's a fated relationship. It's written in the stars. It's a sacred union. It is fulfilling all of that people seek within a relationship of being connected with the mind, the physical attraction and fulfillment, and also that of the body. Okay, so mind, body, and the spirit, of course, being connected past relationships from previous lifetimes, that type of a connection. So it's a good thing. So if you're single and you're looking and you've had your eye on somebody and you can't stop thinking about them for several weeks now, and maybe you've been talking for quite a while, they're saying this is the one. This is the one that's going to fulfill you, and this is usually the type of relationship that will lead to marriage down the road if you are looking for that, okay? So it is an all-encompassing relationship, okay? And so when we start here, we talk about the Ten of Wands. We have the Justice card, and we have the Ten of Chalices. Now, what we have here, when we talk about the Ten of Wands, okay, it's about fulfilling our desires. It's a completion, okay, and the Wands is a very fiery relationship that you're going to be getting into, or possibly you're already in one or just starting one, but it's very much about the physical attraction, the physical intimacy, the making love, the sexual intercourse. It's a fire energy. It's a fire sign. It could be an Aries, it could be a Leo, or it could be a Sagittarius. That you might possess that, or the person who is coming into your life might also possess that type of energy, where it's all a lot of sexual attraction and a lot of intimacy. Now, the thing that you want to realize too, again, with the Tantric Union, they can be very sexually fulfilling, and it can be a lot of sexual enjoyment, okay? The thing is don't forget about the mind and the spirit part of it either, okay? It's very important too. And also because, like, the Ten of Wands in a regular deck means too much work, carrying the load, carrying the burden, moving forward slowly, but it's like one-sided, all work and no enjoyment. And this here, make sure that both partners are enjoying it, okay? This has to be all-encompassing. It can't be all physical. It's pretty much what the Ten of Wands is saying. But, this couple doesn't care. I mean, you see he's out there outside, and she's just right up on top of him, and his pants are down by his, his undershorts or boxers or whatever you call them, are down by his knees, and they just don't care. They're really in to the moment of the intimacy, but they cannot forget about the mind and the spirit connection either, okay? And the thing is, too, is to be very careful. We talk about the Justice card. We're talking about specifically a Libra or somebody who's carrying that. This could be you or this could be somebody else. It's talking about fairness within the relationship, being fair, making that judgment call. Is this going to be up to your relationship? Are they going to be giving as much as I'm giving? And are they going to allow to receive? And am I going to allow to receive what they're giving? Is it going to be equal? Are we going to be a team? Are we going to be together? Are they being codependent? Are they worried about, bringing in past relationships and insecurities and stuff like that? What is it that they are doing, or what am I doing? Either way, justice is going to be served. So you can either make the relationship or break the relationship. So whatever it is, if you're starting a new relationship, make sure the past is past. You don't bring the insecurities into it with you. This is a very blessed reunion or union of two people. And the thing is that even though it's blessed and it could be meant to be, all it takes is insecurities from one person, or the past not being the past, or not being an equal within the relationship of the giving and the receiving, and raising each other up to a higher level, okay, and not picking out on the bad stuff that will make or break the relationship. So the Justice card is going to come in this month too. So make sure. When we talk about the 10 of Chalices, what we're talking about here is the 10 of Cups. And 10 of Cups is usually completion of a love relationship, total contentment, total joy. He's going off, he's going to do his own thing. She's very happy. She's like, I'll be here waiting, when you get home, it's the completion. And he's not walking away from her to say, I'm walking away because I've had enough. No, he's walking away because this relationship is not a codependent relationship. If you set that straight through communication and stuff about not being codependent, about, the sword here is about communication too. Even though it's the Libra card, it could involve an air sign too, which is going to be your Aquarius, your Libra, or your Gemini. So being an air sign is all about communication, setting that straight. Okay, so they're not codependent. There's no fears. Each person can do their own thing still, and they're still in love. They still have that joy. Totally no fear within this relationship. We have the 9 of Chalices, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Lover's card. Okay, so when we talk about the 9 of Chalices, specifically with this one card, the 9 of Cups, again, very emotional. When we talk about cups, we're talking about water signs, and your water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay, so when we talk about this person could be the one coming into your life, or who you're trying to commit with, or who you're already in a relationship with, or it could be you who possess these. Okay, the high emotions. But this card specifically is saying, don't make promises you can't keep either. Okay, don't be all talk and not fulfill what it is that you're talking about. Don't, talk the talk and not walk the walk. It's very important. And I've been saying for a while now that talk is cheap. It's all in the actions. So make sure that you're not making promises that you cannot fulfill. Because, and the same with the other person, it could be the other person too. Make sure that, whatever is being said is from the heart. Make sure nobody's wearing a mask, okay? And make sure especially that you're not wearing a mask. But, that Justice card is there, and that Justice card can come down at any point in time, okay? So please remember that, because here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Pentacles is an earth sign, which is you, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. And it could be you or the other person. And because of these empty promises, because of, somebody is wearing a false mask and not being authentic, not walking the walk, okay, you have one person who's kind of standoffish and being cold in the relationship, okay? And as you can see, she's kind of blue, and she looks kind of stern, and she looks a little bit like, standoffish. I mean, she's playing with her own nipple, for crying out loud, and he's just kind of there. So there's some sort of lack of fulfillment here, whether it be with the mind, body, or the spirit. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean lack of sexual pleasure, but it could be with any of those other things. So the thing is to get things corrected. Okay, get things corrected and fix whatever it is easily fixable. Okay, but it's also being upfront and honest, and the communication, staying grounded and centered, balanced, and that communication, like I said, is very important. And we have the Lover's card here. And the Lover's card, in all actuality, can mean total fulfillment within the love. It's, the blessing to people coming together, something new forming out of this relationship, or a new relationship forming. But it also could be making a choice between two people or two things. So, I look at this and say, okay, so is there somebody else? Is there a love triangle going on here? Are you thinking about your past, somebody from your past? Can you not release your past? Can you move forward? You have a decision to make. The Lover's card usually means a decision between two people or two things. And of course, a blessed union too. So there's a couple of things that need, that come forward here. So either one of you could be in a love triangle, already in a relationship, or contemplating somebody else. Or one of you needs to still continue to decide to release the past, okay? Or it's a blessed union that you're going to say, okay, we're going to move this to the next level, okay? And this is all up to you, and of course your partner. But whatever work it is that you need to do, whatever part of you play in this, you have the choice also. So I just want to say again, happy day. If you would like a reading that is more geared directly towards you, because like I said, this is for thousands of people, not just one, that is specifically detailed for you, please go ahead and go to the website at www.angelic-comfort.com and go ahead and set up an appointment, and we'll get a reading specifically just for you. So I wish you all an absolutely fabulous month. Again, happy day. And until we talk again, namaste.